Coming soon to a computer screen near you, the Mammoth Town Council meetings, this time live. Some citizens had complained that during bad weather days, the town runs public service announcements related to weather instead of reruns of public meetings on the town channel 51. Apparently, the folks like those reruns. According to Community Relations Director Stu Brown, the town planned to start webcasting all town council and planning commission meetings. In fact, Brown says the webcast was set to start tonight. It's kind of a dry run, so stay tuned. The idea, according to town spokesman, is to go to the town website and hit the link for live town council meetings. That hooks you up with the ongoing meeting. In the future, reruns will be available to watch and even the ability to seek out a specific item at the meeting to view instead of having to go through the whole meeting. The town of Mammoth hits cyberspace with a big public hookup. And the firm doing it frequently does such service for towns all over, scores of them as a matter of fact. And you can check it out on the town's website at www.ci.mammoth-lakes.ca.us.
In the face of the state budget mess that continues to haunt Sacramento, a new agreement with the Bodie Foundation is expected to help raise money for programs at the popular state park in the Eastern Sierra. The Bodie Foundation is a nonprofit that works to augment the state parks at Bodie, Grover Hot Springs, along with the Mono Lake Tufa Natural Reserve. J. Brad Sturdivant, the president of the Bodie Foundation, reports that a newly signed agreement with the state parks gives the nonprofit the, quote, green light for fundraising activities within the 3 state parks. The foundation plans to raise money for special events, tours, and talks in the state parks by raising money through memberships, donations, special events, and merchandise sales. A recent pledge drive listed on the Bodie Foundation website allows donors to chip in to buy walkie-talkies for park aides and volunteers at Bodie. The goal of the volunteers with the Bodie Foundation is to help preserve the park and also to raise money that goes directly to the park. More information is available on their website, bodiefoundation.org.
All right, it's time for What's Up, Bishop. We'll go back to Tom for that.
Author Eric Blem is scheduled to be in Bishop this Saturday to discuss his new book about Green Berets in Afghanistan. The book is entitled The Only Thing Worth Dying For: How 11 Green Berets Forged a New Afghanistan. Many may remember Blem as the author of The Last Season, a locally popular book that covered the disappearance and search for backcountry ranger Randy Morganson. That book tied local residents and familiar places in the Sierra to a long-standing mystery of a seasonal ranger who vanished while on patrol. The new book takes us far away from the Eastern Sierra this time. The Only Thing Worth Dying For is the story that takes place in the early weeks of the war in Afghanistan. Blem writes about the Operational Detachment Alpha 574, a group of Green Berets tasked with seeding a rebellion in the Pashtun area of southern Afghanistan. Working with Hamid Karzai, then a little-known tribal leader, the 11 Green Berets worked with locals to give the Taliban their first major defeat in that theater of the war. Along the way, the Green Berets give Blem their views of the war and the lack of a larger plan from their military leaders. After being dropped into enemy territory at night, the soldiers quickly realized that, quote, there was no master plan for Afghanistan. The book takes on the conventional warfare-biased bumbling of General Tommy Franks and the bullet-sweating of Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld and a perplexing behavior of CIA spooks, end quote. The talk on the new book, The Only Thing Worth Dying For, is scheduled to start at 6:30 p.m. Saturday night at the Inyo Council for the Arts in Bishop. For more information, you can call the Arts Council or Spellbinder Books in Bishop.
Thanks, Tom. We'll be right back.